Welcome in to SU Soccer Stadium alongside Nicholas Whaley. I'm Sam Reese. Nick, we mentioned it right there, but the importance of this match can't be understated because both teams trying to get out of a little bit of a skid.
Both teams have 5 games left, and these are all winnable games, I would say, for both teams. But to kickstart that today is of utmost importance. These are two teams that have struggled in ACC play, looking for that first win, and both of them, I think, could get that today.
And someone who's been kickstarting the attack all season long for Clemson is the star freshman, Juju Harris.
Small. Washington, off the post, second chance, saved by Vander Bosch. My, oh my, somehow, some way, it's still 1-1. Arbalai settles. Goes out wide, Clammer making the run. She's met by Small, Clammer gets through it. Mia Clammer squares it, shot off the bar. Second chance, hits Rauch, third opportunity blocked, and Clemson clears away.
Trying to block Vander Bosch's eyesight.
Kastenfeld scores for Clemson. At the death, the Tigers have taken the lead. Towards net, cuts it in, Rauch shoots and denied. Saffredin up to the test. It's a golden chance for the Orange, but they can't quite cash in. Expected Syracuse going in to have to do a majority of the defending, and they'll have to here. It's Allie Ross, the substitute, on to her right. Clips it forward, Godfrey buries it. UVA's leading score adds another, her 5th of the season, and Virginia finds the breakthrough. Move through the middle to Liv Rademacher on her left foot, takes a strike, and it's punched over the bar. Vander Bosch to the rescue. Godfrey. Shot from Carter, she nets one home. Ella Carter, clinical as you like, and Virginia doubles the lead. 2-0, Cavaliers on top. Okay, we're ready for kickoff. Temperature 81 degrees, and we're underway. Syracuse, as usual, playing that long ball right away, trying to put Clemson under some pressure early on.
That's a good way to start for Syracuse, unless you give the ball away like this. This is where the game is going to be won and lost, though. It's in midfield, in transition. Both teams, they're going to want to stretch each other out like this.
And right away, it's Clemson building some momentum into the box. And a Kastenfeld with the hold-up play. Short, clips it in. Clearance away by Syracuse. Anna Rupert gives chase. She's impressed Nikki Thrasher-Adams as of late. Now making her 3rd start of the season after being that spark plug off the bench early on in the campaign. But she's earned her way into the starting 11 for this team, and the senior just brings that energy.
And Nikki Thrasher-Adams told us midweek that she's enjoyed having just a set roster. It's been a while since she's been able to just pick the players she wants because of injuries in previous seasons. But it's about those substitutions that really make a difference, and that is why we've seen a few changes today for Syracuse.
And Short has the ball taken away from her by Vita Nyhan. However, she gives it right back. Nick mentioned it, Nyhan making her first career start with Syracuse and her 29th match with the Orange. This is her 2nd year with the squad. And it's another giveaway from Syracuse that gives Clemson a chance down the left flank. Natalie Brooks towards the corner. Header away for now. But the Tigers keep up the pressure. In the space, Reese Klein. She's going for goal here. Vander Bosch happily watches it sail over the bar.
And those are in these wide areas where Clemson can be really dangerous. The likes of Reese Klein down that right-hand side. It is a little bit, I think, a little bit more in favor of Syracuse because they're so good in the air. They're so good inside the box, but it's in those wide areas. If they keep letting crosses come in, that is where the Tigers are going to have those more opportunities, especially in and around the penalty box.
Here's Lyles. Edge of the area, a poor first touch from Brooks, but she recovers. Crossed in, Vander Bosch the save, rebound, put over the bar. goodness me, Juju Harris, who we highlighted at the top, had a golden chance for her 6th goal of the season and can't capitalize.
Of all people, you would think she would put this in the back of the net. I think Brooks does an excellent job of getting the cross in anyway. Van der Bosch's punch wasn't strong enough, but Juju Harris, 6 yards out, open goal. Got to find the back of the net there. That should have been her 6th goal of the season.
Harris, only a freshman, but someone who has plenty of big-time experience playing for the Brazilian youth national teams over the years. She partook in the U17 World Cup with Brazil last year. She's from Pembroke Pines, Florida, just outside of Miami, but has Brazilian roots and decided to represent Brazil on the national stage. She's someone to look out for going forward. The fact that she's just a freshman is very promising.
I mean, she's not just one of the best freshmen on this Clemson team. She's one of the best freshmen in the country. Was the number 9 ranked recruit going into this season, and someone I think that is just going to grow and grow in this Clemson team over the next 2 or 3 years. And I think it's going to be a little bit tricky for Eddie Radwanski to keep her from going pro at the rate that she's going.
Meanwhile, Ashley Rauch has won a free kick for Syracuse. The Orange so far 0-4-1 in ACC play. The Tigers 0-3-2. So both teams know the importance of this match right here.
And set pieces is where Syracuse has been really strong, especially in non-conference play. Haven't seen that same knack from the free kick that we saw earlier in the season. Big opportunity for the Qs early on.
Here's the service. Turns into a shot. Just wide. A little uncomfortable for Holgerson, who didn't know whether to go out or stay on her line. It all works out for Clemson.
I think Holgerson misjudged it initially. She decided to come out and then realized it was going over her head. And in some ways, a little bit lucky there that it was off target. But I think a goalkeeper of her experience, I think, was confident enough that it was going past the left post.
Holgerson from Charlotte, played all 90 minutes in the first 4 matches of the season, but as mentioned, has been split in time recently with reason, although she's the usual starter. Juju Harris called for the foul. A push-off, according to the official Brad Church.
Yeah, 2 fouls really early on for Clemson. I think that time maybe Harris was a little bit hard done by, but it's going to be physical in that midfield, like I said earlier. Both teams will want to be quick in transition. They will want to win the ball high up the pitch and capitalize on mistakes.
And that was a mistake from Nyan, giving it away. Kastenfeld, the distributor through the middle. Played all the way out wide. Crossed in. Harris got a piece of it, but it flashes wide.
Already a concern for me from a Syracuse perspective. Clemson are getting to the end line way too easy, and the crosses are coming in thick and fast. And I think Juju Harris is in the perfect position every time inside that 6-yard box. And Jolie Jenkins down that left-hand side. That was a great ball in. And you feel if that keeps happening for the Tigers, it's only a matter of time before Shea Van der Bosch is tested again.
Header flicked on, and it could be a chance. Klammer is in, one-on-one, and she scores! Mia Klammer scores for Syracuse, and the Orange break through just over 6 minutes in. Halftime at the SU Soccer Stadium, and it's the visitors Hofstra with a 2-0 lead over Syracuse in the opening round of the NCAA Championship. Welcome into our halftime report here on ESPN Plus alongside Adam Gawkin. I'm Sam Reese. 45 minutes in the books, Adam, and it was the Pride who really set the tone in this one.
Hofstra definitely was a little bit slighted by the fact that this game is in Syracuse, 10 spots higher in the RPI, and you can tell that they're playing with the passion like they have something to prove.
45 minutes down, and early on in this game,
Syracuse had some half chances, you could call them, and one of those was early on in this game, probably the best look just a couple minutes in.
Yeah, second minute of the game and an opportunity on the Bradarich header. Syracuse had a few opportunities after that, but this is where things really fell apart.
19th minute of play, Tomas Hutt reaches out. This went to review, penalty kick awarded, and the shot converted by none other than Lori Goddard, who shushes the crowd at SU Soccer Stadium.
That penalty decision was definitely 50-50. I think it could go either way. I think they got it right, and then Hofstra just capitalizing on the opportunities. You get a penalty, you get a rebound. You have to make them both count, and the Pride did.
And who else but Daniel Burko, the former Syracuse player, scoring against his former team. That came 7 minutes after the opening goal, and Syracuse was pushing, trying to get that Hofstra lead to be cut in half, but in the end, no shots on goal from the Orange. That's what stands out through 45.
There's no doubt. It's just not working right now in the final third for Syracuse, and unfortunately, that's been the kryptonite for the Orange ever since they won the national championship back in 2022. At times this year, they found the offense, but today it's just not here.
No, it is here for Hofstra, that's for sure. And entering today, the 1-2 punch of Lori Goddard and Daniel Burko both led the team with 11 goals. Well, they now both have 12. It's really no surprise that those are the two guys who get on the score sheet.
And I said it before the game that they both had to show up if Hofstra wanted a chance to win. And they didn't just show up, but they both scored. You talk about the composure from Goddard on the penalty. I mean, it can't get any more perfect than that. Hutt even guesses the right direction a little bit. I mean, it's kind of to the right center, and then he takes the good shot off of Hutt. And then on the rebound, Burko with the finish. I mean, you couldn't be happier for him and in his return to SU Soccer Stadium. I mean, just what a moment to score against your old team in the NCAA tournament.
What a moment, and he has to feel good about that. He's been one of the key contributors all season long as part of that Hofstra front line. Goddard, too, a guy in his second season with the Pride, and they have to be very confident heading into the halftime locker room.
And they're both making their opportunities count. They're putting their shots on net. You look at Syracuse, when it has the ball, it's skying everything. These Hofstra players have the composure. They're putting the ball on goal, even if it means if it's at Tomas Hutt. They're happy with a rebound because, as you saw in that second goal, those rebounds can be buried.
They can, and shots have been hard to come by in this game, more so for Syracuse than Hofstra, and a big reason why is because of the chippy play at certain times, and that's also something you can expect in a win-or-go-home scenario for both of these teams.
Yeah, not surprising for an NCAA tournament game to be physical, but Syracuse has to calm down. 13 first-half fouls. The Orange averaged about 14 fouls per game in the regular season, and that was most in the ACC, so you have to calm things down. Luckily, just one yellow card, but that can quickly add on in the second half as a lot of these players have warnings. Everyone except one starter in this Syracuse lineup has at least one foul, so they really have to be careful in the second half. Composure is going to be everything. Down by 2 in the tournament. You cannot let your emotions get the best of you.
Tim Bradarich booked for Syracuse, and then late in the first half, Evangelos Chrysostomu with the booking as well. So it's been a chippy one. More fouls on the Syracuse side of things. We'll be back in a moment here on ESPN Plus. We'll take you through the bracket around the nation.